Hey guys, so AB de Villiers at AMA with Andrew from Myria about the up and coming play and game, cricket game that they are working on. So let's have a listen and hear what's going on and what's happening with the game's development.
All right. I hope everyone is in here. I wanted to wait a few minutes to make sure all the followers are here. Good day, everyone. It's AB here. And today I'll be sharing some information about an innovative and very personal project that I've been working on for some time on the Myria platform. But I won't be alone. I have a special guest with me today. And here with me is Myria's co founder and CTO, Andrew Silber. He speaks many languages. He has a degree in cognitive psychology. He loves playing video games and he has developed quite a few of them. Andrew has almost 3 decades of experience in the video games industry and he has worked for some of the biggest studios like Electronic Arts, Activision, Ubisoft, Sony, and many more. Alrighty, so without further ado, welcome, Andrew. I might have to. There you
Can
are.
you
There you are. Hi, Andrew.
can you hear me
How are
okay?
you?
Great. Can you everybody hear me okay?
I can hear you.
Great. Okay. Well, listen. Thanks for having me here. So we have a super lot to discuss, and we're really excited to have you on building your game on our Myria platform. I'm bringing a lot of questions that we gathered from our Myria community to ask you. I mean, they're super pumped about it.
I'm also very excited, I must say, Andrew. So let's do it. I'm ready to roll.
Awesome. Awesome. So, well, before we get to all of that, why don't you tell us something that we don't actually already know? Know about you. So, what are you up to right now?
Well, I'm currently in India. Yesterday, I was in Bangalore. I was inducted into the Hall of Fame of the Royal Challengers Bangalore team that I've played for 11
Oh,
years here in India. So it was an incredibly special event. I was there with my entire family. I'm currently in Mumbai because I'm going to be doing some commentary in the IPL, this coming IPL, which is very exciting for me. But something people might not know is I hardly ever played video games growing up. I only got like sporting equipment and like tennis balls and cricket balls and golf equipment for my
hmm.
birthdays when I was growing up. So I never really had any experience playing video games. But when I did, I really, really enjoyed it. And I'm very happy to be teaming up with you guys. And yeah, we've got some exciting stuff coming up for all the listeners and all the video game lovers out there.
Awesome. That sounds great. Well, so why did you decide to build a game?
Well, I think because of my cricketing career, I've absolutely loved the game. I've had this deep and very personal connection with India once I came over here in 2003 for the first time. Ever since then, every time I came to India, my bond with the country itself, the culture, the people of India, and the cricket loving fans just grew stronger and stronger. And that wall sort of broke down completely in 2011 when I joined Royal Challengers Bangalore, and that my love for India and the people of India just really almost got out of hand. So I just felt like it not only for the Indian people, but all the cricket lovers out there around the world, people that followed the game like me since I was like 3 years old. Ever since I can remember, I watched cricket, and I had this idea of sort of putting my life out there into a video game. All my experiences, all the cities I traveled to, some of my very special memories, special grounds, from growing up playing in the backyard and on the streets, right to the very last game that I played for South Africa and for Royal Challengers Bangalore. I've decided that I want to get that into a video game and give people a different experience of my career.
Well, that sounds just great. I mean, that's an amazing history. So let me ask you. So why don't you tell us what the game is about and why you chose us, Myria, as a platform to build it on?
Well, there was always only one. I always wanted to work with the best. So I wanted to create a game with no barrier to entry and make it accessible for everyone to play. I want to give something back to my fans by sharing all the significant moments in my life and letting players experience them in a fun and engaging way. So my game won't just be focused on stories or story focused. Let me rather say it like that. For simply playing, gamers can get unique NFTs representing fragments of my life and cricket journey as well. So we were able to do this thanks to Myria's seamless gaming solution that enables NFT functionalities to be implemented at scale and accessible to the masses in game. So it's quite unique, but I've always wanted to work with Myria, and I think the partnership is going to be really good. So just on that, Andrew, maybe you can tell us a few things to the audience about Myria and what are you building there?
Okay, great. Well, yeah, I'm glad you asked. I'd be happy to talk about it because I certainly love to. So Myria, it's right now one of the largest Web3 gaming ecosystems. We have over 1 million registered users. We have more than 250 third-party gaming studios who are building on our platform. We have our own Layer 2 wallet. We have our own NFT marketplace. And we've also created a dedicated software development kit, which makes it really easy for developers to bring their ideas to life onto our platform. And in order to develop that, we also have our own in-house game development studio that's working on our own titles, and we're building our own Layer 2 blockchain solution. And our solution is cool because we offer instant transactions and zero gas fees and free NFT minting. And so we really feel like Myria is powering the future of NFT gaming by providing NFT solutions that are built specifically for delivering mass market games. And so, tying all of this ecosystem together is the Myria token, which is very, very close to launching. And the development team is just putting it through its paces and is just finishing up integrating it. So that, in a nutshell, is what we're doing. It's kind of a mouthful, and so I encourage everybody to go to our website for more details. But actually, you were talking about this before. So, do you play video games now? I mean, or what are some of the games that you played? Do you have some favorites or anything?
Yeah, so as I alluded to before, I never really played a lot when I was growing up. The odd one here and there. I mean, I'm talking about the very basics, the Mario game, and some very basic car racing games. But my favorites when I was growing up a little bit, it was always the Tiger Woods games on the Xbox, a bit of FIFA. I'm obviously a sports lover, so all the sports games have always had a special place in my heart. And then on the mobile, I played actually quite a lot of Golf Clash. And I got a lot of
Right.
ideas from these games with what we're trying to achieve here. One a very enjoyable, fun game that gives to the audience or the fans a little bit of insight of my life, and we'll get very personal with my home that I grew up in, some of the favorite grounds, and some other stuff. So it's very exciting. And what about you, Andrew? Which is your favorite game?
So similar to you, I sort of have my grounding back in some of the old school stuff. Probably goes way very very long time back. One of my favorite games actually is one that's probably, I don't even know if everybody remembers. It was one game called Conker's Bad Fur Day, because I love platformers. You were mentioning Mario, and I just love platformers. But recently, I'm probably I would say probably my bread and butter is more like Fortnite these days. Just for that just sort of high adrenaline experience. But yeah, so actually, one thing that I want to go back to is what you actually drew you to Web3. Like, what is it about this whole new Web3 experience that you find so compelling?
Yeah, I'll keep that short and simple. I think it's just innovation. People always look for something bigger and better in life. I think this is the next step. There's a lot happening in the world out there. We've seen all the news headlines with regards to crypto, Web3, you name it. There's a lot happening, and I just think it's the new age, eh? And it's very innovative and creative, and I want to be a part of that. So there's certainly exciting times. But Andrew, you've been longer in Web3 than me, and you can maybe explain a bit more. What excites you about this place? And you also come from a traditional gaming environment. You were working for 27 years in professional video games, so video games development, and some of the biggest names as well. What do you think is the future of gaming?
Yeah, actually, that's a great question. So, for me, as you said, I mean, I've worked for a lot of big companies, Activision and EA and Sony and things like that. And one of the things that really drew me to the Web3 space was this notion of real ownership. And I mean, a
Yeah.
lot of people, you toss that around as sort of, buzzwords and whatever. But from my perspective, it really, really is meaningful in this space. It really is one of the key applications of blockchain technology because for the first time now, just like when I was playing years ago, when I was playing World of Warcraft, I would play all of these different games and I would want level up my characters, or I would spend all this time mining and things like that. And I thought, boy, it'd really be awesome if I could leverage some of these things and not just let them fizzle away in the ecosystem, or on the back end of the services where it was running. So now it really is the future, I think, because now you can actually accumulate. You can actually gain value. You can actually own your things, and you can transfer them over, and you can do whatever you want with them. To me, that really is huge, and that's why I moved over. I mean, and I haven't looked back. So yeah, that's why I'm excited. So actually, I still want to talk some more about your game. So can you tell us, because I know you've been working closely with the team, what stage is that in production? When will the fans be able to actually get their mitts on it?
Yeah, because it's so personal to me, I've been working really closely with the team. I've been a little bit busier the last couple of weeks, so I'm looking forward to catch up with them again. But as I mentioned, it's quite personal to me. I'm going to be sharing all my experiences, and I think the people are really going to enjoy it. But this game is currently in pre-alpha stage. We're polishing the core mechanics and gameplay before we proceed with a full content production. We're also planning for a closed alpha test in the summer. So everyone out there, please stay tuned for more details. I want everyone to try it out, and we're obviously going to need that feedback to make the game world class.
Great. So, but so just talking about some of this Web3 stuff, how do you feel about NFTs? Do you own any? I mean, have you jumped in at all?
I have. I've been involved for a couple of years. So it's been very exciting. It's a bit of an addictive thing, you know. I've got to
Yes.
hold myself back sometimes, but it's really important to just do your homework, do your own research. That's what I've learned over the last 24 months, is to make sure that you don't leave any loose ends out there. You read up as much as you can about certain projects. There's so many really, really good stuff happening there. I do believe it's the future. There's no doubt in my mind about that. But there are also a lot of pitfalls. You got to make sure, like any investment in life, whether you invest in markets or in property, you've got to do your homework and make sure that all your ducks are in a row. It's very exciting. I have my MetaMask wallet in place on my mobile. I've quite a few wallets, actually, to be honest. I feel it's also important to diversify. But I'm certainly in the NFT game, also the crypto space, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen. I think there's a lot of incredible stuff just around the corner.
Yeah, I totally agree. Totally agree.
Yeah. So Andrew, and what do you think of play to earn games or games based on NFTs? Is there a future there? Is it exciting to you as well as it is to me? And what are the trends these days?
Yeah, well, so I mean, as I mentioned earlier, I really do feel like blockchain technology really is the future of gaming, and actually vice versa. This is a conversation I often have with our head of blockchain, and in terms of games and gaming, the space has gone through some evolution in the last couple of years. It's a very rapidly changing space, and I think that one of the big lessons that we learned, is this evolution from strictly play to earn to play and earn. And I think that in the beginning there were some games out there which really proved out that it was a this sort of decentralized gaming, and the ownership is a very valuable thing. But at the same time, the focus was more on the earning and less on the gameplay. And as gamers, we really do want these games to be fun. And so I think that the trend has been moving from strictly play to earn to play and earn. And that's certainly something that we at Myria are leaning very heavily into.
Okay, yeah, that's good. Makes
Um,
sense.
yeah, we think so. So anyway, you're such an inspiration for a lot of young athletes. You must have some sort of motto or credo or some sort of mantra. What is that?
mottos only mottos only sort of exist because of experiences in life, and in my case in sport. So basically, I don't have a motto, but what I've learned over the years are just to stay humble, to keep your feet on the ground, to be grateful for having the opportunity. In my case, to play sports, to be healthy and fit, to be out there, and to inspire people by what I do. I think it's the biggest blessing I've ever received in my life. So it's important for me just to keep my feet on the ground. When there are disappointments, which is inevitable, just be sure to get up. There's nothing better to build character than someone who gets up after disappointment. So in a nutshell, I would say keep your feet on the ground and never say die. There's always a new tomorrow with opportunities, and you got to go for it and stand up and keep going, because you're going to break that wall down at some stage.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, that's great. That's great advice. But I mean, I mean, obviously it works for you. I mean, you've achieved so much in your career, but and you've clearly been developing that thought process all these years. But if you had to go back and give your younger self one piece of advice, is there anything in addition to all of that that you might, in retrospect, tell yourself?
Yeah, I
Your
would I
younger
would
self,
probably
that is.
say my younger self, yes. I think we are so tuned in to compare ourselves to certain standards or different people's standards, and it's crucial as a youngster growing up, aspiring to be successful in whatever line you're looking at, to just make sure you don't compare yourself to other people. Have your own standards. Make sure you're honest and genuine and true to yourself. And that's a hard lesson I learned. It's not to look around me, but to look forward and to work at my own game and to make sure that I leave no stone unturned. So I know the younger generation coming through with all the social media platforms, it's so easy these days to compare yourself to other people, to try to be like someone else. But ultimately, when you just try to be yourself and you work really hard at the person that you are and what you want to achieve, you'll ultimately look back and you'll be very proud of the journey you've taken.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. That's fantastic advice. So anyway, that's all for me for what I have here now. AB, thank you so much for your answers. So I don't have any more questions, but I'm sure that the audience has plenty. So yeah, why don't we sort of open it up and see what we've got?
I'll be happy to do that. Thanks for your time, Andrew. I appreciate it. I think we had a very nice chat.
Yeah, likewise. This has been great.
All right. So shall I invite a couple of people over to ask questions, or are we going to look at the ones that are written?
As you see fit.
All right. It's always difficult to get the right person. I'll try and see if we can get Jonathan here. He looks interesting from Metaverse. I've invited him. I hope he's listening. Jono, are you there?
Hey guys, yeah, I'm just currently in the middle of Asia, so it might be a little bit noisy here. But yeah, I just listened into the Twitter Spaces. It was great to hear. Just a question, maybe you could clarify. Something that I love so much about this game is the barrier to entry with blockchain gaming. It's been quite intimidating for a lot of people. And as far as I'm aware, this game won't have that barrier to entry. It's going to be available on the App Store and on the Play Store. And the whole blockchain element will run in the background. Is that correct? Could you just elaborate a little bit on that, maybe?
Yep, I can certainly do. I think Andrew can also jump in there, but I think the point with that, Jonathan, is we want to make it accessible to everyone. It must be a fun, enjoyable game because of the NFT and crypto space being quite new around the globe. I don't think a lot of people are quite educated as we want them to be, but that will come in time. So accessibility was really crucial to us. I don't know if you want to add anything there, Andrew.
No, I think that that's true. That sort of speaks to what we were discussing before, and that is that the game comes first, and not some arcane need or desire to just grind for blockchain space. So yes, the plan is indeed to have the game be as accessible as possible, and that means that one of the things that we're trying very hard to do here is have as smooth an on ramp as possible. So and that's going to be coming in stages as various releases of the game come out. So it certainly is a goal, and you should definitely stay tuned as it evolves.
Yeah, great. Thanks for that.
Thanks, Jonathan. All right, I'll see if I can invite someone else here that look like they might enjoy the gaming space. Let's have a look at. Just give me 1 second here, guys. Sorry, it's not so easy to find the right people. Let's have a look at Mia Khalifa. I'm not sure if you can hear us. How are you doing? Do you have any questions with regards to the game for us, Mia?
Sir, can I ask one question, sir?
Yes, you may.
Sir, sir, please can you sing that Kannada song you will sing now? Please, sir.
Just repeat that, sorry.
Kannada song you will sing now, sir. Please sing, sir.
Oh, I must sing a song.
Yes, sir.
My friend, there will be some sound there will be sound effects on that game. So once that game comes along, please be sure to download it. I don't think the sound system that I have in place here is good enough. But thanks for your time. I appreciate that. And yeah, I'll be letting go of you for now, Mia. Thanks for joining us. Let's see if we can find someone else. Andrew, anything from you? Do you have any requests for someone we need to invite?
As long as it's somebody who doesn't ask me to sing, I'm fairly open to. Yeah, nobody wants to be exposed to that. So other than that, I'm open.
Andrew,
I mean, I imagine that there's a lot of your fans on here. I think that they would just love the opportunity to ask you anything, not just about this specific game or web tech, but anything, about your career even.
Happy with that. Okay, I'll invite Vinny on here. Let's see, Vinny's handle is "I'm in your heart," which I like. So, Vinny, do you have a question for us?
So I don't have any question, but yeah, so it's an honor to, I think, talk to you because yeah, I'm your biggest fan. That's it.
Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
So no cricketing questions, no questions about anything or advice you want?
So yeah, I just wanted to know more about the Web3 and blockchain related things. So like how it works and all. And what about, I think, what NFT you have? So what is your precious NFTs?
Yeah, I'm quite personal about that, but I've quite a lot. I'm involved with the imposter space, the mutant ape yacht club. I have an M2, quite a few others that I don't want to go in too much detail because, as I said, it's quite a personal thing which NFTs you're into. But and I'd also, the reason why I don't want to do it, I don't want to encourage people to invest when they haven't done their own research and done their own homework. So it's really important to read up about it. But with regards to the game, it's really important to follow the handle that I shared on Twitter in the last week. Please go and follow that. There will be regular updates with regards to the game and everything that's happening in that space. If I'm not mistaken, I don't have it out in front of me, but ABD 360 cricket. The 0 of the 360 is a different kind of character, so just make sure you type that in correctly. If you're not sure, go to my Twitter profile. You'll see the last few tweets I've put out there. The handle is on there. All right, but thank you very much for the question there. I'll invite someone else on now. Let's see if it's difficult if I can't pronounce the name, so I'm picking people whose names I can pronounce at least. Okay, let's have a look. All right, Abhishek, let's have a look if you're on there. Abhishek, please join us, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Abhishek, you there?
Yes, sir. Sir, I'm let you tell you something. I'm a huge fan of you. So, why you retire?
Thank you.
Why were you retiring so fast? We expected a lot from you.
I know, Abhishek, I've had that question quite a few times. I'm really sorry to disappoint you.
Yeah.
Well, it's not really an age thing. I got to a certain point in my career where I don't know, you can almost call it a tipping point, between the enjoyment of the game, the amount of traveling, missing my family, the amount of goals I still had to go after. I felt all these things lined up for me to go, you know what, I've had so much fun out here. It's time for me to move on. So yes, thanks for that question. It was a personal decision which I thought about for almost 18 months. It wasn't a rush decision, and yes, I'm a very lucky man. I'm very grateful for a very long career. I've had so many. I have so many incredible memories. I've had so many incredible experiences all around the world, and I have the most amazing fan base that have really supported me over the years, and made me enjoy my cricket even more than I could ever imagine. So I almost owe that to everyone listening in here, all my fans around the world. Thank you very much for supporting me over the years. I'm also a fan of cricket now. I'm back to I was brought up, back to being a fan. So I'm very happy and following the game with a lot of interest. And I can't wait for this year's IPL. 2023 IPL, I feel, is going to be great. It's back in India. The teams will be traveling to various cities again. And I think the teams look stronger than ever. So there's going to be a lot of entertainment out there. And I think everyone must keep their eyes on the television screens. All right, thanks for that. The next one is Jamal Khan. Jamal, if you're ready, fire away. Jamal, are you there? All right. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like Jamal is joining us today. Apologies, Jamal. I'm going to have to remove you again, but let's have a look. Here's Nikhil, the lazy lion Nick. He's got a couple of flags there on his handle. It looks like an interesting character. Let's have a let's have a look at what you have to say, Nick. Nikhil, are you there?
Hey, hi, Abby. How are you?
I'm very good, and you?
I'm well, thanks. Abby, I've got one question. Obviously, I'm a huge fan of yours. I've got a question around the game. Is this a free-to-play game? That's my first question. The second is, will it be having collectibles of different players? I just wanted to understand more of game mechanics, if you can.
Yes, for both the questions. You'll be able to download it and play it straight away. Andrew, do you have some more information with regards to that? I don't want to make a mistake, but what I do know is it will be free to play, and there will be collectibles.
Yep, all true. So but I didn't fully debrief about that specific about what I'm exactly supposed to reveal at this early stage. I don't want to speak out of turn. However, I can say that yes to both questions, and I also will say that yes, free to play is something that we here at Myria are very passionate about. So there's no situation where you have to spend some huge amount of money just to dump in the game. That for us is a non-starter.
Perfect.
All right,
Nikhil, I see on your profile picture there's an M2 ape. Are you into the NFT space?
Yes, Abby. I was very happy to hear that you're also a mutant. So I was very excited. Thanks. Yep.
No, that's wonderful. Anything
thank you,
else,
man.
Nikhil?
Nothing, Abby. Thank you so much. Cheers.
All right. I hope you enjoy the game once it comes out. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking forward to it. Thanks.
Thanks, man. Have a good day.
You too.
Cheers. All right. That's a nice little chat there we had with Nikhil. Let's have a look here. I can't pronounce this name, but I've invited X-Vic, I think is what the name is. X-Vic, anything from you?
Yes, AB. How you doing? I'm just wondering, like, what kind of blockchain you're using to build your game on it.
Yeah, Andrew, fire away. It's all yours.
Me?
Yeah, I'm just wondering, like, what kind of blockchain you using, like Ethereum Ledger, Solana, or what kind of blockchain you guys using to build your game on it?
Okay, well, I mean, I probably should jump on that one. I mean, I think that Avery probably could shower you with the technical details, but I'll just jump in and give it a shot. So We are an Ethereum-based but L2 solution using ZK rollups. I'm not sure whether everybody on who's listening to the call is familiar with all of that technology, but what it does do is empower some of the key points of our blockchain, which is the zero gas fees and the instant transactions, plus all of the security of being on the Ethereum blockchain, which is one of the things that's extremely important to us. We don't want we want to minimize the extent to which there's any people who have concerns about hacking or theft or anything like that. It's security is primary concern to us, which is why we're backing it with such reliable technologies.
Thank you very much. AB grew up watching you. Lovely talking to you. I hope you own a couple of NFT on XRPL, and I appreciate to giving me a time. Have a good day, dude.
Thank you, man. I am involved with the XRP space. I absolutely love it. So yes, we have something in common, and hopefully you'll download that game and enjoy it.
Thank you, AB. Have a good day.
Cheers, man. All right, Shirley Low. Shirley, you're on now. If you have any questions, please fire away. Shirley, can you hear us? All right, doesn't look like Shirley is joining us. Let's find someone else. I'm going to be doing one or two more people, so if you want to ask a couple of questions, please sit ready. I'll be accepting some of the requests. Shirley did request us, but didn't ask any questions. All right, Tejesh, I think. Tejesh, any questions from you? Tejesh, are you there?
Yeah,
Anybody?
yeah, AB, yeah. I'm a big fan of you.
All righty.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much, man. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you, AB?
All good, all good. Do you have any questions for us?
Yeah, what's the unique thing about this game that might differ from other games, like other sporting games, cricket games?
Yes, I know there's going to be a lot of elements to it, but I know the Myria team don't want me to harp on it too much, but I think the story side of it is going to be incredible. As I mentioned before, I don't know if you read my autobiography, but there's a lot of storytelling in this game. So I'm going to be visiting places that I felt was incredibly pivotal and special to me during my career, and yeah, so the design and the graphics, I think, is going to really be top notch. Working with Myria, you should know how good they are and what they'll bring to the party. So I just think the visuals and the sound effects will be different to most of the other games. I think you'll feel like you're in a different world. There's also going to be play with PvP, the PvP side of it, and also the story mode. So yeah, it's very exciting. But to me personally, obviously the Myria team will be working on the technicals and some of the other stuff that the gaming experts enjoy out there in the world. But to me, the storytelling of it is crucial. So I'm really going to be focusing on that a lot.
Yeah, thank you, AB. That's a lot. Thanks a
Thank
lot.
you.
And
Thank you very
one thing
much.
I want to ask again. Yeah, one thing I want to ask. Will you be featuring on the cover page of the game for this game?
I certainly will. I
Yeah,
would like to
thank
think
you.
so.
And yeah, rooting for
right.
RCB this season. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Isala Cup Namde. Can you just tell Isala Cup Namde for us?
I can certainly say so. Just to explain to everyone that don't understand it, it means the trophy is coming to RCB this year. Isala Cup Namde.
Thank you, AB. Thanks a lot. Thanks for this
Thank
opportunity.
you.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure. Thanks. Have a good day. All right, everyone. I hope you guys are
Bye.
enjoying the space. Let me just get him off there for a second. Otherwise, we're going to be talking at the same time. All right, and I'll be taking one more question. I think we've covered quite a bit. I think you guys get the understanding of where we're at with this game. It is a dream come true for me. I'd never in my wildest dreams growing up thought I was going to bring out a game, and hopefully everyone out there will be enjoying it, will be joining in on the fun, and I'm looking forward to get the feedback of the game and how people are enjoying it. All right, I'm just scrolling down the requests here. I'm going to stop at a certain time, and then hopefully we'll get someone who will join us here. All right, Vikas. Vikas, I'm inviting you. If you have a question, please fire away if you can hear us. Vikas, are you there? I'm going to give you another 5 seconds or so. Unfortunately, Vikas seems to be offline or of some sorts. All right, give me another 10 seconds. I'm trying to find someone else. Not getting anyone really. All right, Buwan, but let's have a look. Buwan, can you hear me? Was it Buvan? I'm not sure. Nothing there. All right. Okay, unfortunately. Okay, hold on. Here's one more. Let's have a look if we can find him. Add a speaker. There we go. All right, let's give him 5 seconds to see if he gets on. I didn't get a name there, but if you can hear me, please ask a question. Hi there.
Hello, hi AB.
All right, this is Vikas, eh?
Hi AB.
Hi there. Please ask a question if you have anything.
I don't speak English. I am Indian.
Okay, but that's fine. Thanks for joining us anyway. If you do understand what I'm saying, just keep an eye out for that game.
You can play IPL.
Yes, not anymore, but I am here. All right, thanks, Vikas. Okay, guys. Wait, hold on. Here, I see someone. He's called Vessels. Let's see if we can add Vessels to the chat. We'll wait a second or two to see if he gets connected, and then we'll finish off pretty soon. Hi there, Vessels. Vessels, we can hear you. You can fire away with a question if you have something to ask. Anything about cricket or life or the game.
AB, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
Well, very interesting that you bring out a game. We are looking very much forward to it. I want to know, this game, do you play against players, or is it just a game that you go through levels?
Yeah, it's a good question. It's going to be a bit of both. I did touch on it earlier. There will be a PvP mode and also the story mode. As I alluded to before, some of my games that I enjoyed in the past, something like Golf Clash, the Tiger Woods game, but particularly Golf Clash, I really enjoyed because of that element. There's a bit of a story to it. You're jumping through levels, but you're also very competitive against other players. So, which is always the fun part. But thanks, Vessels, for that good question. Anything else from your side?
No, that's basically it, AB, and congratulations. And yeah, we're looking very much forward to the game. Enjoy.
Thank you very much. Have a good day. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
All right, everyone. I think that brings us to an end. Andrew, if you're still there, I think it's time for us to sign off. I hope everyone enjoyed the spaces. Keep an eye out for this game. I can guarantee you it's going to be incredibly entertaining and you will enjoy every second of it. And also follow that handle that I tweeted about. It's at ABD Cricket 360. If I'm not 100% right, please go to my Twitter profile. Have a look at the tweets I posted about my partnership with Myria. Myria's token launch is also around the corner, which is very, very exciting. Keep an eye out for all these exciting things happening. If you're not educated with regards to blockchain, NFT space, crypto space, please do your research, read about it. There's plenty of articles out there, and be responsible. It is like any other investment, a tricky space, and you need to be educated before you jump in. But keep an eye out for my game. I absolutely can't wait. I'm partnered up with Myria, the best out there. So I'm in good hands, and hopefully I'll bring my way to the party as well and deliver a really good storytelling game for everyone out there to enjoy. Andrew, final thoughts? Not sure Andrew is still with us. Let me just double check. Yeah, I think Andrew has left us. Okay, that brings us to an end then. Thank you very much, Andrew, for joining me earlier. Thanks to all the listeners, all the fans out there. I had an absolutely fantastic time out there at Bangalore yesterday at the Chinnaswamy. It was a packed stadium. Everyone was out there to wave goodbye to myself and Chris Gale. Our jerseys were retired, number 17 and 333. You won't see anymore in the RCB colors. But it was a very special occasion. So thanks to Virat, the RCB team, the people from Bangalore, and all the Indian fans out there around India, and also the world that have supported me throughout my career. Thank you very much. So keep an eye out there for the game coming soon. We're still working on it, but you'll hear from us soon. Thank you very much, everyone. The 360 Cricket AMA is done for now. Have a fantastic day wherever you are in the world. Until next time.